Super Dave here for another review. Hello and welcome to this review, and we're getting ready to review a very special Superman collection item by Play Imaginative entitled the Play Imaginative Super Alloy, the new 52 Superman 1/6 scale collectible figure, DC Comics Justice League of America. Here's the box. So we're going to go ahead and open this. Alright, so first thing we want to show you is the box. And as you can tell, it is a very neat box, believe it or not. This part right here, this big shield on the front, is actual metal. I don't know if you hear it with my ring there. Very beautiful piece right there. Very neat. Then on the side, there's a really neat half crest of the Superman shield symbol on that side. And of course, the Play Imaginative Super Alloy Superman, the new 52 collection. Same thing on this other side with the other half of the Superman shield outline with the burgundy. This is a textured, very nice box. Alright, so we're going to open this up and give you a chance to see on the inside here in just a moment. We'll be right back. Okay, now one of the surprises that I found was the plate on the front. Again, that's metal. You can hear it there with my ring. Exclusive edition Play Imaginative. When I ordered this on Amazon, I did not know I was ordering the exclusive edition. I had heard about it and I had seen it on reviews on YouTube, but I did not know that I was getting it. So that was a surprise. So now first thing we'll do here is we'll set this over there. So the first thing that we're going to look at that is revealed is this nice little background type designed platform here, or placard if you will. Super Alloy, the new 52 Superman 1/6 scale collectible figure, Justice League of America. And as you open this up, it reveals a comic book style background for you to display with your Superman, the new 52 Super Alloy Superman. Very nice. So there you have it, the background display, which we will be utilizing that here in just a moment. Okay. So the next thing that is revealed here inside of the case is the two capes. Cape number 1, which we'll look at in just a few moments. And then cape number 2, which we'll also be reviewing. And then there's an inside look. The packaging, first time opened here. Something's rattling around in there. Must be part of the stand. See the 4 sets of hands, 5 counting the ones that are on the figure. And the really awesome thing about the exclusive edition is there's 3 heads instead of just 2. And another awesome part about the exclusive edition is the 3 crystals, kryptonite, red kryptonite, and then the clear, the blue tint kryptonite. And as you see, it comes with a screwdriver and batteries are included. So We'll see what all this is about in just a moment. All right, so the first thing we'll do is take the first layer of shield off. Now, of course, there's a little plastic sheet here, if you can see that. And look, there's a very neat outlined, that's amazing, like a reminiscent of Han Solo when he was frozen in carbonite. Okay, I may actually need to lift this part out to do this. Yeah, there we go. We'll lift that part out. And there's, again, the hands, the remote control, the crystals. All right. So let's go ahead and take the hands out here. Heat vision. And to quote Mrs. Potato Head from Toy Story 1, "I'll even pack your angry eyes." To handle the Superman figure himself, just because of fingerprints. Wow. We're going to look at all the articulation in just a few moments. But what a nice, amazing looking Superman figure. Now to see what else he comes with. Oh wow. A ratcheted piece that goes underneath his crotch area and then hold him around for his stand, which is right here, the stand that comes with him, all those ratcheted pieces there. And check this out. The new 52 Superman S Shield stand base. You can slide this into there. And of course, use that to display him. So we'll put that to the side for now as well. And here is a super alloy cleaning cloth to help you clean him if you get fingerprints on him, like we were talking about before. How handy. They thought of everything. Now we get to the parts of the really amazing Fortress of Solitude stand that he comes with. I mean, check this out. Isn't that just amazing? That all these little pieces. And look, they even included the batteries to go with the Fortress of Solitude. I'm just thoroughly impressed. I mean, thoroughly impressed with it. Getting it out of there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the first thing that we will do is attach these items that make up the Fortress of Solitude. We have the Fortress of Solitude put together, which was very difficult for me. I don't know why, but it was hard for me to put together, but I got everything installed. Because it took me so long to figure out how to put these, looking at the directions, I did not film it, but it's not, you know, extremely difficult. It's just like a puzzle piece, trying to figure out where they actually fit into place. So it's, you know, just have to be patient and you get there. All right. Now, Play Imaginative folks were so kind to provide all of the 6 AAA batteries that go into the Fortress of Solitude, but also these little small nickel cell batteries and these tiny, tiny, tiny ones that apparently man Superman's eyes when his head is switched. So what we will do now is we will look at his articulation, and then we will check that out, because there is a tab on the back of his neck. There's a tab on the back of his neck right there that I'm assuming if we pull that out, it activates those batteries. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I pulled that. And so now let's go ahead and check out Superman's articulation. Now it looks like mine has some kind of plastic underneath his rib cage. I wonder if that is removable. Okay, so getting back to our articulation, this has a head movement back and forth. very little up and down, if any at all. I guess because of the electronics that are up inside the neck area. That we'll talk about in a moment, but that is disappointing for reasons of being able to get good flight poses up, head looking up or looking down, but we'll have to work around that. Okay, so we have good range of motion with the arms, the shoulders I should say, completely able to swivel 365 degrees, go all the way, it's about as far up as it can go that way, but very good. And then with the elbow, has a ratcheted elbow joint that is double jointed, excellent for posing and being able to do, could even do a good salute if he wanted to. Close to it because of that nice elbow joint. You notice there is a little shield of sorts that covers the ball joint of the wrist. And then of course same on this side. Elbow joint. Then there is an ab crunch that is again minor on here, but there is some movement there on the ab. And then it can turn slightly, the rib cage area, and then the torso has some movement as well up and down there. You can move the torso back and forth. Now this is one of the other than the hands and the shield area here, talking about the wrist shield here, this is another area that's not metal. All of this is metal. All of this is metal, not the ratcheted joints on the elbow. That is not metal. This part may be, I'm not sure, but these parts are not. But all of it's metal except for those areas. And then of course this underwear area, this area here. Again, he can bend pretty good there. And then you have your legs. Now, if you'll notice a little bit because of how heavy these legs are, but they are on a ball joint, so they can move this way. They can move up to about right there before restricted by the pants. They can move back a pretty good ways, crushing his buttocks. And then they can move out this far. And then knees, he has another, again, double ratcheted and double jointed knee. Get some good poses there. He does not have a turn at the boot, but he does have a turn at the ankle. The ankle goes back and forth very well. A little bit of up and down. As you can see, you can get it pretty good downward there. Same with this side. A little bit of a downward slant. And then you even have, surprise, surprise, with this metal boot, a toe bend. So there you go. That is your Superman's posing ability. Okay, so now what we're going to check on is the capes, as we will look at what the capes are able to do. The first thing that we're going to look at is this cape here, and as you will see, this cape has a wire rim all the way around it. Even at the bottom here, there's a tight wire rim. Now on these little pegs here, the way you install this, see the little area right here, that's where you bend this and then plug that down into that neck area and snap it right into place. Like that. Okay, and it snap. And then you have your Superman ready to be posed. It's one of those classic poses here. See if we can do that. There we go. His thumb will cooperate. There. Good pose from the back. But now let's disconnect this one and try the next cape. When you attach the next cape to this Superman. Now here is the cool part about this cape, which I was finally able to attach. They're not hard, but you have to position and fold it over and get, when that tab, you don't have to force it. If you have to force it, you don't have it in there right. But if you're able to get that tab and it slide right into that little place, and it has instructions in the little book that it comes with, but it'll slide right into place. Now here's the neat part. Right here on the side, if you can see right here, there's a knob that turns on the light, and that is the light for the Fortress of Solitude. And then when you turn it again, it turns on the fan, which blows the cape ever so slightly, as you see. Let's go ahead and dim the light so you can see it a little better. So now that we have our Superman with the Fortress of Solitude plugged in and ready to go and displayed with his cape blowing in the wind with the little fan, you can take one of his crystals here that he came with and stick it down into the little chamber here in front of him. I would prefer the clear one, of course. Looks like the ones in the 80s movies. It's so cool. But also, look here, there's a red one. And a green one. You see the fan does blow his cape a little bit. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. So we'll take Superman out of the Fortress of Solitude for a moment and pop off his head there. And then you can place on him, and you can see the little LED bulb right there, top of his head. You can also see the screw where you replace those tiny little batteries, which did come with it. There are some installed in there, and there's replacement ones, which the directions will let you know. Okay, so here's this head, and you want to gently press down until it pops into place. You have that head on him. this one off and then go for the heat vision eyes. I'll put that, pop that one right on there. And there we go. Now, for a real test. So now that we have our Superman posed, working with him on the stand here, as you can see, now we have him perfectly posed on the little stand. His cape coming out in the back there, because of course having to avoid the plastic little thing. And we have the heat vision eyes. So with the remote control key, there it goes. Alright, so now you see, have them on the stand with the heat vision eyes, and with the key, you press the button. And the heat vision eyes come on. So let's go ahead and dim the light. Turn that off. Or turn it on. You can see them better there. Off. On. Heat vision. Okay. Go ahead and get a closer look at those eyes. So you place the key to his key here, directly under his chin to turn them off, to turn them back on. Can't do it from a long distance. You need to put it directly under his chin to turn it on and off. Okay, there's the light bulb. Just so you'll see here, if you want to see it. It's a red light. It's a red light bulb. Now we put his head back on gently here. And there he is. Here's the Fortress of Solitude. Complete with the fan. And the lights. And the blowing cape. Let you see that fan right down in there where the air blows from. Now you can see the Fortress of Solitude glowing there. Now, the way I was able to get the head to look up in these pictures and look down was by using this putty type thing. I'll show you in just a moment. And I was just able to put some of that in the hole of the head, or around the hole of the head, and was able to stick it in there just enough so that I could tilt his head. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of a extra extended neck area because of that, but that is the way that I was able to get him to look up, and in some of those other pictures that you saw looking down. So let me show you what I did. Just show you here. See, putty. You're able to, because of the bulb, you have to be careful. You can pull this bulb out, so you have to be careful with that. There you go. You just put a little bit in that. I did that with each of the heads. It's like with this one, I was able to make him look up like this by just putting some of the putty. You see some residue right there in the neck, jaw area, and then to look back, to look down rather, you would put it down in this section, and you can make him look down, you can make him look up using the putty to avoid the limited neck movement with that light fixture that is set up for him to be able to have heat vision eyes. Okay,